Where are we now?
Bike Park Wales, Jack. You know, I probably, back in the mid-90s, I won a race here when it was Gethin, Welsh Dragon, before it was Bike Park Wales. It's about 35 years ago.
Do you think you won today?
It's not, it's probably 25 years ago. No, I don't. It's been a while since I've done a race. Getting nervous now. Race plate going on the e-bike feels quite cool actually. Any good number 17s we can think of? Moto.
What are you doing here, Dom?
This is transponder, so you ride through the start and the finish, it'll pick up. I don't think it times you, I think this just sort of records who it is on the lasers.
Really?
So this is an enduro race, rather than like a specific e-bike race like you might see at EWSE, just an enduro race with an e-bike category, so ride up at your leisure and then timed on descent, so enduro race. It's a mash-up format, which means you can do as many runs as you want, so just ride up, hit the stages until your energy or your battery runs out. I think my battery's going to run out for the bike. Yeah. The last enduro race I did was Andy's Pacifico about 4 years ago, and it ended like this. Cut the cuts.
Cut your cuts, extra cuts. Oh! Oh!
This one's a no problem.
Oh, look, it's swelling up. Oh! That's a hematoma.
Let's get some ice on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what to expect really. Should I get my race excuses in early? Right, number one, I'm tired. I've had a really good week, but I've ridden 100 kilometres in the last 2 days, so I'm tired. Number two, I haven't ridden this bike in a while, so it's going to take me a while to warm up. Number three, I haven't raced a bike in a while, probably about 4 years. Does that count?
You've had a baby?
Oh yeah, I've had a baby.
Not you personally.
No, I didn't personally have a baby. It's probably all my excuses, not that many, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So you should win?
No, not expecting any wins. Other thing, I need to work out my battery strategy, because I've actually got 2 of these extras. I borrowed one off Chris. So what I'm thinking is I might set my bike up to use that first, because otherwise if I drain the whole system and then put a new one in, my bike's going to be lower. So I want to use these 2 first and then the bike battery, I think. But I reckon I've got plenty of battery, to be honest. Let's go e-bike racing.
Yeah. I wanna say something, but you are all that I see. You got dynamite. That's my
2 stages from here. There's one that drops to halfway, and then there's one that goes the whole way. I'm going to do the shorter one first to warm up, otherwise I'll just ruin myself on the long one. So, short one first. Get a feel for it. It's dry.
You got dynamite. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet it tastes like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion. That smile's gonna be the end of me. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I wanna say something, but you are all that I see. You got dynamite. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet it tastes like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion. That smile's gonna be the end of me. You cannot lie over a MAI TAI. You cannot lie over a MAI TAI. You cannot lie over a MAI TAI. Let's check each other out. You cannot lie over a MAI TAI. You cannot lie over a MAI TAI. You cannot lie over a MAI TAI. Let's check each other out.
Felt so good. Out the start gate on an e-bike, just whizzing out. Like, it's a new feeling to me, that is. And the bike felt amazing. There's a few moments you're pedaling out of turns where the motor kicked in a little bit. Rest of the time you're over the limit and the bike just felt amazing. I reckon I've picked the right tool for the job. As it's a mash-up, you can just ride stages in whatever order you want, but because we're at the top of Rimdinger, as the name suggests, I do remember some of it being really rough. So whilst I've got a bit of energy, you probably need to be a bit light down here. I'm going to do this one now, try and put a good time in.
I wanna say something, but you are all that I see. You got dynamite. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet you taste like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I wanna say something, but you are all that I see. You got dynamite. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet you taste like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion, and that smile's gonna be the end of me. That smile's gonna be the end. I wanna say something, but you are all that I see. You got dynamite. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet you taste like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion. That smile's gonna be.
Bike I'm riding today is a Specialized Kenevo SL. S-Works, ooh, the fancy one. Actually Steve Jones's bike that I rode once and stole off him, never gave it back. It's an S4, which is pretty big for me. I'm 5'10". I reckon I'm an S3 kind of guy, but I've put a 35mm stem on it. 2 stages in. I won't need that spare battery that I bought. I've still got loads left. What's going to be interesting, I've seen loads of people in the e-bike categories, but only one other SL bike, and that was a Kenevo SL as well. Everyone else is riding the full fat, full weight e-bikes, and I reckon this could be the tool for the job today. There's going to be plenty of pedaling over the top of the limit, and you're not timed on the ups anyway, so I'll chill on the way back up. User error, so it turns out a rim dingo, where I did ding my rims, I punctured, and not very prepared. My bike's still got tubes in. What an idiot. I didn't make it tubeless, I just thought it was tubeless.
And maybe.
So here we go, tubeless going in, mid-race. Racing e-bikes in an enduro race for me is like stepping into the future. I've spent loads of time pedaling my enduro bike around massive laps for enduro racing, but this is amazing. You forget the liaisons exist, and it's all about trying to push yourself to find time on the descents. Plus, you can check live timing on your phone on the way back up to see how you're getting on. Come on, scroll not down to veterans, but eMTB. Currently 7th place.
Cameraman Matt beating you.
Yes! Sorry, it's not going. I've got a cough because I've used, you know when you use those bits of your lungs you haven't used for ages? Stakes today, actually, I forgot to say. So one of our cameramen, Matt, is also racing on his e-bike. He's an absolute ripper.
Here we go then. First ever enduro race. First ever e-bike race. Our 15 plate.
So my only goal today really is to beat Matt. And I've currently put 5 seconds into him on the one stage, so things are looking good.
Sucker.
Sucker. So going up to top now, Vicious Valley, that's the long one, top to bottom the climb in. Right, let's go.
Seconds.
Jack.
No way.
I knew it.
Done all the stages now. In the lead at the moment. Eating my.
But then when you do that, all the settings are wrong then, aren't they?
With a brake pad spacer. Forgot the fork or spoon.
Right, Rodney.
Gonna go up and do a first long stage again. Because I can take about 15 seconds up there easily because I got stuck behind the boy. So pop up. See how we're going. Currently in the lead. Look out.
Right, try again, shall we? Thought I was done, but I've come back up because I've got plenty of battery, and more importantly, Matt is getting really close.
Oh, I went 23 seconds faster on a long one. Coming back into second like I thought, and scraping some time now Gonna try and get a last minute squeeze into Wibbly Wobbly. So I did that as my first run, but you know, I was like having a first run, always a bit of a spooner. So if I can get down there, maybe knock a second or two off, try and stay in second. Don't think there's any chance of me catching a Don. He's like 10 seconds in front of me.
He's only 10 seconds off me now, so I want to try to put a banker in. On the longest, most physical one, I'm going to empty the tank, see what I can do. Just cruise back up to the halfway point of the hill, which is the start of my last stage. It's quite a short one, although I've heard this one's quite sort of nadgery type, bit rocky. So this is the last one for me. That's 4 stages done. The start of the day I said I was going to do 2 on all of them. Now I'm feeling like, I'll see how I get on. I'm going to do 1 on all and see how my times compare, because I'm pretty tired and I know what's going to happen if I try and go faster when I'm tired. Well, we all know what happens then. So yeah, looking forward to dropping into this last stage. There you go. So I did that, the biggest stage again, that's the only one I've repeated. That felt good actually. I'm hoping I'll put timing on that. Other 4 stages, they were all really consistent, like no big mistakes. Didn't empty myself, but rode good, no big mistakes. So we'll see.
Second place is Matt Davis. Dave. Just be careful, they do slide down.
Where's he gone?
Neil Donoghue. Just be careful, they slide out.
That's you making a tea all week now, Matt.
There you go, my first taste of enduro racing on an e-bike, and I loved it. It's such a good day out, especially with a mashup where you can just go and do as many runs as you want, paddle up, race down. Loved it, and I managed to win ahead of Matt as well, most importantly. And yeah, let us know if you like e-bike racing in the comments down below.